I'm using ChatGPT, AI, Sora in my business every single day, and I'm getting 10 times more work done. It's saving me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a year. Yeah, definitely thousands of dollars a year on, whether I'm not hiring copywriters or graphic designers, video editors, video creators. It's just saving me so much time in my business. And before we jump into the training today, I want to show you how you can literally leverage AI to blow up your business. I just released a new album, okay, called Walking into Fire. This is the new single. This was created on AI, okay? Inside here, this design was created on AI. And the whole concept, the lettering, everything, right? And if you notice, the hat that I'm wearing, okay, was also created with AI. But it all started with the prompts. It all started with the idea. It started with the concept. And to be honest, it started with the song, right? It started with the song, Walking into Fire, and then me trying to figure out, like, what is this about? What are some things that can represent walking into fire? And give me, like, literally going to ChatGPT, give me some ideas. First of all, I'm a rock artist. I'm similar to Linkin Park. I'm similar to this artist. It's edgy, it's dark, or maybe for you, it's bright, it's happy, but I'm giving it all these different prompts to start giving me ideas and how I can create this. And already on this song here, and I'm just going to jump right into just sharing my screen. And again, if you're just joining us, we're on day 28 of this Spotify 30-day challenge. My name's Chris Manifest. I have over 130 million streams on Spotify, 500,000 monthly listeners. And I'm going to share my screen right now because I just want to show you this song that just came out the other day, like a week ago. Just sharing my screen here. There's 173 people listening to my music right now, 171. But this song right here, Walking into Fire, there it is. Okay. And if you notice that cover, right? Let's click on Manage Canvas. Do you notice something similar? I made that with AI as well. And so you got to understand, like, normally how much it would cost, like, especially for an album. And I'm very thankful my wife is a graphic designer, but we've also outsourced to other designers. And sometimes we'd spend thousands of dollars, and let alone video editors and all this stuff. And I found that some stuff can look really cheesy. And to be honest, just design in general can look cheesy, whether you're using AI or not. But I find if you prompt it the right way, you will get such amazing results. So I'm going to show you the full campaign that we did trying to figure this out, okay? And then I'm going to share with you how we're even using AI in our ads. And I have been using AI in my ads on this last 30-day challenge. And again, we're on day 28. If you haven't watched the previous days, go back and watch that, because there is a little lesson that is just life-changing along the way. But one of the tools I use is obviously ChatGPT. I use it for songwriting. I use it for emails. I use it for editing, grammar, just coming up with song titles. I use it for YouTube thumbnails. I use it for obviously graphic design, but even merch, okay? And I'm going to show you all that stuff. And if you're not using it, you're really missing out. And I'm not saying never to hire a graphic designer, because I ended up having to obviously hire my wife or someone to, like, lay it out, put it together, put the final touches on it. But man, can you get so far with just noodling these ideas. So I'm going to share my screen here. And the software that I use for this is called Sora. Okay. And so let me just share my screen and show you this. Share my screen. Sora. And it's a more advanced version app inside of ChatGPT. So this is the explore page, all right? And there's all kinds of images on here that people have created, and you can get ideas. But if I click on Walking into Fire, okay, I saved all the images. And so when I was first noodling this out, I was trying to come up with ideas that would represent walking into fire. And you can see here's the prompt. A single weathered chess king piece stands in the center of a scorched battlefield, engulfed in rising flames. Ashes swirl in the dark, okay? Look, gritty rock album style, like Linkin Park's Meteoria, okay? So that's where I was trying to go with the vibe. Here's the boots idea, and I think this is the one we ended up going with. That's the one we ended up going with. But if we go to the other one, here's another pair of boots, but we didn't like those ones. We liked those ones a bit more. Here's another concept, which I just thought was a little too on the nose. And then I also thought that, where is it? This one was kind of cool with the record like that, but again, wasn't loving that one. And then once we had the idea, once we locked down the cover and we decided on here, and I wanted to work on it a little bit more, this is freezing on me here. Sora is amazing. We put it to a cover. But the problem is when we added this titling and this part here, did you notice how this kind of digitized it and made it look a little cheesy? And honestly, I didn't catch this until way later on in the campaign. And so I was kind of stuck there with that. And I might need to just stay zoomed out here because every time I click on here, it's like slowing down. I don't know if, yeah, look at that. It's starting to freeze on me here. See, you're gonna have to be patient with me on this. I was worried that we might get a little bit of issues here. Let's just reload it. Just gonna reload it, click walking into fire. Okay, and then we took it to a t-shirt. You can see that. And then I was coming up with other ideas. And you can see this one we landed on, okay? See that? There, we came up with this font and we liked that font, right? And so check this out. So right here, what do you think I have in my hand? And again, I've been wearing this shirt, so it's a little worn or whatnot. But if we look, the back of the shirt, does that look similar? Right? Because we ended up printing out the shirt. If you look on the little emblem here, we got that same emblem on the t-shirt. And then we also had my name posted there. But again, we did it with the hat and everything. So that's the shirt, right? Well, of course, we did the same thing with a hoodie. Okay, and again, I was literally just wearing this, so it's like a little worn or whatnot, but that's fine. Okay, so you can get an idea. We literally turned ideas into merch, into products. And what we did was we asked Sora or ChatGPT to flatten the image and make it a transparent background so we could drag it in to a Printful, and we could do print on demand, or we could send it to our printer to get shirts made up, right? But we're just getting started with the campaign here, so that you can see how that's where we came up with that. And then we ended up going up with different patch ideas, and we ended up deciding on this trial by fire patch. This is and this, I can't tell you how close this came out. Like, it's almost identical. And then obviously we tried other stuff and different designs and merch and whatnot. But, you know, we ended up going up with the one we went with. But you can see here, as I'm trying to come up with ideas in different colors, and here's another one I thought could have been really cool for a cover, but we ended up not going with it. And then you can see as the campaign developed, I added different things to it, because when people pre-ordered the record, Walking into Fire, they got 11 songs and instrumentals. And if we actually go to manifest.com/walkingintofire, you'll see, look, order any bundle and get 22 songs instantly. Okay. And if we scroll down here, this is the Kickstarter that we did, the pre-order campaign. You can see there's the graphic there. There's one of the bundles, Walking into Fire. Okay. So we literally used this, and this is how we built the campaign, right? Now, see here, right here. Here's another image we tried to create, but that was kind of cheesy. But see this priority shipping? And see this pre-order Walking into Fire here? Well, let's go back to this page here. If we scroll up, did you notice for the website, Walking into Fire, this used to say pre-order. I made that image with ChatGPT or Sora. Okay, if we scroll down here, and let's just say I want to order a bundle, and I put my information in there. And if you scroll down here, look at this. Yes, I want priority shipping and a personal video shout out from Manifest. If you click on that, that's an extra $20. Okay, it's an extra $20. I don't know why it said $9.95 there or whatever. That's weird. But anyways, personal shout out. Well, where do you think we created that? We created that image right there. Okay, I uploaded a picture of me and we did that. If we scroll down a little bit more, you can see that we created all these different bundle images. That one didn't work out very well, so we had to keep feeding Sora. Like, it doesn't just create it right the first time. Took dozens of prompts to get it right so that it would actually look like an image. And we created all these different bundle images. That one we ended up using. That one we ended up using for the hoodie. Okay, that one we ended up using for the CD. And you see that sticker right there? See that sticker right there? Well, that was, again, an idea that was created with the prompt, right? Well, we ended up getting them actually made. Okay, we ended up actually getting them made. And these sold crazy, right? And so this is how we're like building out this campaign piece by piece. And I would always get samples made. Like I got samples made to make sure that it looked great. This is the sample, and those were actually the samples because I wanted to make sure that they printed right before we ended up ordering them. But let's see what else we created. Okay, we created a landscape. I animated it this way, so we had it for the lyric video. Here's another one of the bundle images. Here's for the one-on-one Zoom call with me that we offered our fans. So we did up to, I think, 9 or 10 bundles. There's, again, one of the covers, and that one went all AI, but so I didn't love that one, but we still used it. Here's the listening party. I made the listening party with Sora, generated it. Here's the last chance image, made it in here. Here's a video after the song was done. I generated this in Sora as well too. Okay, and so that's just a fraction of what can be done with ChatGPT and Sora, and so that you have different ideas and stuff like that and make them a reality. And people ask me, do CDs still sell? Yeah, thousands and thousands of dollars worth just a couple months ago, right? Like this album just came out just the other day, and again, you take to the CD cover, okay? I'm pretty sure those flames were AI generated. I'm pretty sure that logo, I'm not sure which ones my wife recreated. Some stuff she had to recreate. And sometimes you still need a designer or someone that knows how to put the pieces together. But at least you can even start and get something done and then somebody to prompt it. But man, you keep messing with this stuff. It's just freaking amazing how much you can get done in a short period of time. I'm going to show you something we just did today. And I was showing my inner circle students this. And again, if you want to book a one-on-one with me or want to apply for our inner circle, you just got to come to our Spotify challenge. But let me just share my YouTube screen. So I've been promoting my song Help for the last week, right? My song Help. And so I want to show you the music video on Spotify or on YouTube. So again, let's just click on the analytics and let's just go the last 90 days. And you can see how, look at the views just cruising right up, okay? And that's just YouTube. And I'm not even targeting YouTube. And this was the thumbnail that was on the video. But my thing is like, look, that thumbnail's not that great. And so if you scroll down here and you click on the 3 dots, you can do what's called a split test. So I'm split testing these 3 different thumbnails. These ones right here were generated with AI. And right now I'm trying to see which one is going to get the highest click-through rate, all right? Because it's really important. If you're going to run all this traffic to something, you want to make sure it's optimized. And one thing we don't talk about a lot on YouTube is that, your click-through, your title and your thumbnail are everything. I want you to imagine you're scrolling through Netflix or Paramount or wherever you watch, or YouTube especially, and you're trying to decide what to watch. Well, which one are you going to click on depends on which thumbnail really grabs you. Well, this is why it's really important that I have a really good engaging thumbnail. So when people are searching up that song and they see a thumbnail, well, I want the most optimized YouTube thumbnail to grab their attention so they click on it. This is the same thing with our ads, right? We've been running ads for the last 30 days. And it's really important that we have really good ads so we get a high click-through rate. And all a click-through rate is the percentage of people that click on your ad that see it. And so we want that to be as high as possible. So I'm going to share my screen. And again, we're on day 28, if you can believe it. Day 28 out of 30. We're almost done here. And I'm going to go back into my Spotify. And I'm going to click on music. And I'm going to search my song up, Help. And I'm going to click on it. And as you can see here, like we're on overview, which is streams, and look at that curve, man. To 719, to 845, to 847, to 1037, and then yesterday 1417 streams. We were at 63 streams a day when we started. Now we're at 1417. Look at all the saves. Look at all the playlist ads. It's not as high as I'd like it, but still good. People are listening to the song at least 3.2 times. When we look at the playlist and we click on last 7 days, we can see I drove 987 streams, and now Discover Weekly, Spotify's AI, has driven 326 plus 165. That's 491. Plus that's 5 something, 619. Yeah, so we're over 600 streams. So over half of the streams now, or almost half of the streams are now coming from here, coming from the algorithm. Like, do you understand how amazing that is? Like, I drove the majority of the streams, and now the algorithm has grabbed the song, and now it's sharing it. And do you want to know what's crazy? I'm not increasing the budget anymore, and the streams are still going up. In fact, I'm decreasing the budget, and I'm going to decrease it again, and the streams are still going up. Can we get some claps for that? Come on, give me some fire emojis. Let me share the ads. I want to show you some stuff here. We're going to go to Ads Manager. And okay, so today, well, let's go yesterday. Yesterday, we spent $96 Canadian. Okay, Canadian. What is $96 Canadian in US? That's $57. So I'm spending like nothing. $57. Wow. Okay. Average click-through rate is 37 cents. And that's because this one right here is doing great. This one was 43 cents. This one was 45 cents per click. We reached about 67,000 people, 258 actual plays. So let's now look at today. And again, today, this one's costing me 33 cents per click. This one's 52 cents. So what we're going to do is we're going to dial this guy back by $4. We're just going to go 11. And then we're going to put $1 extra on here. Okay, because I'm trying to decrease the budget, okay? Because I really want to prove a point here. We spent $44 today. Let's take a look at this ad and see which one that's working. So, wow, look at this. Let's click on this and click preview. Okay. I try to talk to God, confess all my dark thoughts, tell him about my lost cause. So do you want to know a little secret? That video, that was generated in Sora. We made that ad, like the video part, and then I brought it into CapCut and I added the captions and added the music to it. But the actual video footage was created with AI. Am I blowing your mind right now? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Can you smell what I'm stepping in right now? We're stepping in some fire right now, walking into fire. Do me a favor and go listen to that song. Stream it up for me, okay? But like, is this crazy, right? Like, using AI to make my ads. Now let's go back out here. And let's go to campaigns. What's the other one? This one's doing like second best here. What's the ad on this one? So this ad, oh, this is me setting stuff on fire. Okay. So we're burning alcohol, gambling, drugs, burning okay, so that's a pretty polarizing ad. That one, of course, that's doing good. Now, what about this last one? Okay, it's this one. This was one of the most, this one crushed it for a long time. This is me walking in the subway, 43 comments, 131 shares, 2.7 thousand likes. Like, come on. Like, what else do you want? What else do we want here? I try to talk to God, confess all my dark thoughts, tell him about my lost cause. Okay, and so, pause that. So the ads are like 15 to 25 seconds. They're right at the chorus or right at the most best part of the song. I tested a whole bunch of ads, And would you like, and think about it. I had to go set stuff on fire. I had to film myself. I had to go downtown or go somewhere cool and film myself singing. And then the ad that is performing the best right now, I created in my house by just typing a few prompts into ChatGPT, right? Didn't have to spend gas, didn't have to spend money on parking and traveling, taking the train all the time. Because remember, your time is worth a lot more than your money. Okay. If I said I was going to give you $1 million right now, would you take it? Yes or no? Well, what if I said, I'll give you the $1 million, but you got to end your life tonight? All of a sudden you don't want that deal anymore. And that's because your time is worth much more than money. Okay. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. Okay. And so what we do is we buy back our time by using leverage. We leverage AI. We're leveraging Facebook and Instagram. Okay. I'm leveraging my song by putting a video to it. And when I put the right ad, the right like visuals to it, it it touches people. Like obviously the music has to be good, right? But then we got to kind of soup it up. We add these visuals to it to really drive it home. I was coming up with some ideas with a lot of artists this week, actually, just about different things that like really make people feel something. We gotta make them feel something. We got something emotional that really grabs people and makes them want to click more and listen and save. And like that's the power of music. Okay, that's the power of music. And so all these strategies that I've taught on this whole challenge, they're all inside this book right here. Playlist Profits. Okay, you spend 10 to 20 bucks on this book, and you get 10 to 20 years of music industry advice. Like that is a good trade. Okay, and then you've got that information. You get all that experience in a couple of hours of reading. 20 years experience in 2 hours. That's why we read books. That's why we take courses. That's why we get training. That's why I hire certain people that have been where I want to be so that I can cut the time it takes to get there, so I can avoid the mistakes, so I can skip the trial and error, because I just want to get there faster. I want get rich quick schemes. I want get more streams faster schemes, because I want to get to my dreams faster so I can live in my dream longer. But all I want to say is like, don't be afraid to try this stuff, because it's just a freaking game changer of the impact that it has. It's only been 30 days approximately, and like YouTube streams have gone up, Spotify streams have gone up. Let me show you Apple, artists.apple.com. If you have not claimed your account on there, make sure you claim it. I'm going to share my screen right now on Apple Music. And again, I'm not running ads to Apple. I'm running ads to Spotify. But people are seeing the ad. Okay, look, help. Hit 1,000 all-time Shazams. Let's click on it. Okay, let's load it up here. If we go over here, look at that. 660 Shazams. Holy crap. Let's click on change that from lifetime to the last 8 weeks. Okay, last 8 weeks, so the last 2 months. Look at that. From 0 Shazams to 660. What about streams or plays? What's that doing? Okay, from 0 to 217,000. Okay, that's not right. That's not right. We got that song here. Let's go back. Let's go to overview. Let's click on, let's see what we got here. Here we go. So top played songs. And this is what? This is the last 8 weeks. Let's go the past 4 weeks. Okay, past 4 weeks. Scroll down here. Okay, top played songs. It's not in there. It's not in there. But top Shazam count, boom, help, 662. But what about, I want to click on top played songs, and I want the last 7 days. Where's help here? Help still needs some help, it looks like. I don't even see it. I'm going to just do a command. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. Help. I'm not even seeing it. It's odd. It's very odd. Maybe I'm clicking in the wrong spot. But all I know is the Shazams have gone through the roof. We know the streams have gone through the roof on Spotify. We know the playlist ads. We've triggered the algorithm. And I just want to say that you can do this. Okay. Choose one song, and I challenge you to focus on it for 30 days. Don't just watch me do it. Now it's your turn. You do it. Create a whole bunch of video ads. Start running ads. Get a 7-day trial with Hypeddit to set up the ads. Just go watch day one, or I'll put a link below this video so you can get a 7-day trial with Hypeddit and start running ads. Choose the pro version, okay? And get in the game and start testing ads. Start with $5 a day, 10 if you can, and turn off the ads if they're not working. I'm going to give you one more lesson today. I'm starting to promote this song now, Walking into Fire, okay? And I want to promote it because I want to blow it up. It just came out, and it's really important that I get as many streams as possible on this song, especially in the first weeks, okay? So let me just show you this. So I'm going to go into my Spotify artists. If I click on songs, there we go, Walking into Fire. And if you look here, when the song came out, we got 11,737 streams day one. Then it dropped down to about 5,000 a day, and now we've dropped down to about 1,700 a day. Okay, and I don't want that to continue. You know, I want my streams to keep going up. Well, I have to feed the beast. Okay, and what I'll tell you is I set up some ads yesterday, and they're costing me like $1 per click. And so I set up some more ads, and then I was able to get it to 20 cents per click just within 24, 48 hours. So I turned off the losers, and now I got the winning ads working. And so you might need some help setting this up. And if you do, book a call. Come to my Spotify challenge in September, or the one in October, or the one in November. Come hang out with us for 5 days, ask questions, or just book a one-on-one, and let's set this up. Let's shorten the learning curve and get you moving forward. Make sure you watch this video because that's going to be day 29. And I'm really excited to see where the streams are and see what the damage. I want to share the total budget we spent. And definitely on day 30, we're going to show everything, the full stats, what we spent, what we got, what the ROI was. And again, thank you so much for watching this. I want to remind you that a fighter isn't someone who never fails. A fighter is someone who never quits. So keep chasing that dream, my friend.